as we are here witnessing this upload, make sure that the things are kept safe. I want to make sure that you notice that they could have tampered with files, yes, and then notify that's on the files themselves. And I'm saying that to you here, and that thing is on YouTube. I'm gonna relay that to Tony later. That's what I can do. I cannot distinguish all the files and non-existing shit, particularly with relatively short notice and a lifetime of the short notice for the intelligence of the call it that intestinal intelligence of theirs. Something's going to trickle through, and I trust, and again, I don't want to mention the name of the Lord, but to in this very tiny chance and blow their program greatly out of proportion as for the benefit. Remove the poof from the top to the bottom, find some wood over there to the other side, a very nice and well cut piece of wood, and I will use that to remove the poof from the wood from the top of the thing into the little closet of the guy there. Again, I mentioned about that's the guy from the motorcycle, at least the apparently pink underwear was his, because he picked it up and put it in his pocket as he was leaving. So, it's a damn video. My theory is that he's trying to move here, and one piece of clothing at a time. Some man starts for other parts, but each guy has his favorite room, and clearly see which room is his. It's gonna come. Maybe he just wants to come out. Whatever you think. As for I'm gonna joke about that to turn in Portuguese. That's gonna be lovely. Someone is transferring between this guy here and whoever else is doing that in that garbage bin is transferring their wardrobe into here. Maybe it's just the subconscious speaking out. Maybe my desperate search for freedom and fight for freedom just made them realize how they want to break free. By the way, closer, a closer guy is the same in English as it is in this language. You call it exactly the same way. If you understand why, I could say that the physician should be understanding the joke directly. Either way, back in, power to them. Just interesting that it requires you to circumvent their own thing instead of just manning up and, being what you want to be. As a guy who's fighting for my own freedom, I wish my problems were simple. Back to the point. It's just a light note to cope with all the things. Again, if I understand nothing about that, and nothing about suffering. Particularly suffering is important because let's rephrase that one. I mentioned suffering and not being particularly capable of reacting to certain things. There's certain things that you can tolerate, right? The traveling position is absolutely nothing you can do, and just have to take it awful. I'm gonna say piece of crap situation, but that could be taken to literal value, given all this witness. Instead, I would just say that, that's one thing. But when you dive into the other aspect, that's when you have to draw a line. Because there's certain things you need to, that's bad and that's that type of thing. You cannot actually just casually mention that and not explain for someone to know. That being said, we don't need to be Argentinians about it. You can understand that's kind of the reason why the whole tiny Argentinian joke comes from. Because, they're very patchy, but also, so petty, as you see on their AI video. They're very petty. As for the patches, no reasonably, It's gonna need to overcompensate that much. And they're not joking. That was real. So again, moving forward. But as I was saying, oh, this is happening. I might as well comment completely. It's fucking cold. They're throwing cold drugs in the air. Remove the things out, so we can technically be there and just here. Okay. So it seems to move faster when I'm here. Still don't have much else critical to figure out what files they tampered with, but we know that they did, and that's important because in the very series of videos on YouTube, I was commenting a possibility, commenting on the last case scenario other than tampering digitally, they just come here, assault me physically, and then tamper with the files then, and you see there's a screen recording. You see how much free space there was in the screen recording because they opened the camera. The screen recording is online already. That's the screen recording. You see that there was 0.1 megabyte free, and then you see coming back with 0.3. And me showing to you every single app that was open and for how long it was open. What you just saw. Also because there are 2 uploads and you just saw that for 1. That's interesting too. This one. Over there you have a glance at a folder, right? We imagine the type of thing the PC should have taken consideration. There's a folder with this, right?
This one is a textbook example of how the tampering worked, including the fact that they just closed that frequency.
Also, there's any reviews in this. You don't want to tab away, but as you saw, they already interrupted the transfer. Ooh, yes, tons of them. Check it out. Again, it's one of the coldest nights of the year. Oh yeah, YouTube keeps track of all of that. Pretty good. Still a particular favorite, followed by the random video. That was made private, right? No, that's the other one from before. Should have made all of them private. That's the one that I did, made it private. It should be private now, right? Not diving on that, not in video. Pretty good. That one I think is as much as it was before. It's pretty interesting. This as well. Just the top content, which means they're the ones with not really space. You don't say. Yeah, again, not what this is supposed to be about. So what we're doing is passing those private. This one should be no, I don't think it is. We'll make it private. Not private, but later. But I wanna finish the thing there because very likely because of the changes that I just made that this is not going. Yeah, that's the reason. That's why even before I change out of the app, you saw the internet error there, but that would explain it. As you see, I need to make uploads. That is a crucial point of this crime to make sure that the things are kept safe at another angle. Don't have a choice as far as that one goes. I'm skipping obviously as we always do the repeated ones. That's not a problem. I think that many folders, all the folder ones I'm crushing already up. Once that finishes, do the other one. The one like is Tanya, by the way. Notice that all of them have one line, the other ones are stalkers. There's one line of Tanya and the other ones are stalkers. Except the very small ones, which might have been just me and Tanya. Also notice great explanations being the ones viewed. Again, no real purpose of those things being public. So we're gonna continue to make those things private. We'll explain this to him. We say, oh, it could be a good person. That was my logic, but do you really believe that that's the most likely outcome? Now, again, I want to point out that those criminals are hooked on those explanations, that they really use them in commentary and other things. So, again, a clever person to see the things is there, but that's a personal favorite. Let's see what it's about. It's not even that big, right?